The world's a better place because you are here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. It is late August. We're in the summer, or I should say, we're heading towards the end of the summer, and it's time for us to give some nuclear opinions. So, before we talk about some nuclear opinions where I give 4 hot takes on the world that everybody needs to know, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding this show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X and Twitter at Prod Couple Pod, or on TikTok at Productive Conversations, and Facebook at Productive Conversations. So, this is the second edition of the Nuclear Opinions podcast, where I, Matt Brown, will give you 4 opinions that I must let the world know about. They are hot takes, they are nuclear opinions, and I'm not afraid to let you know how I feel about these 4 particular subjects. So sit back, relax, and let me educate the masses on what needs to be known in this world. Like, for instance, when somebody texts, nice, why don't you just tell me to my face, call me, FaceTime me, let me know that you don't care about what I'm saying. And I get it. People do say things that are irrelevant, boring, uninteresting, irrelevant. But at least don't play your cards and say the word nice, because I know you don't care. Come on, be more mindful. Use other big boy or big girl words, or use phrases, or respond in memes, respond in gifs. That's what I do in my life. I don't say nice. I try to be engaging because I've learned not everybody has somebody to talk to. Not everybody has somebody to text. Not everybody has people to communicate with. So I appreciate the people who take the time to speak with me. And I'd like to think or hope that people like to hear what I have to say. And trust me, there's sometimes in group chats where I do like to goof around, where I do like to bring up random things because you know what? Why not? We only have one life to live. And I get it. This world's stressful. This world is difficult sometimes. And this world is just outright dumb in the sense that it doesn't have to be as stressful as it needs to be because of people's attitudes and their takes on life. This world is a beautiful place if you choose to let it, if you choose to embrace it. But you can't even do a simple thing like embrace my story or embrace somebody else's story. And again, I do it too sometimes. So I'm speaking to myself right now. But you gotta stop with texting nice because we just know you don't care. And when people say nice to me at a party, I walk to somebody else or walk to an area where I feel more comfortable. And again, I understand that some people are just introverted. Some people are shy. Some people are quiet. And we love those people too. They are interesting in their own way. But at least try to seem like you care. Try your best to do it. Because I'm sure if you do take the time to at least embrace or read the story, and you don't have to respond right away, respond when you can. It's okay to take your time to hear somebody out on something. Because if you do, if you take those few extra moments to seem genuine in a certain situation, then you'd be surprised how much better this world would be. So again, stop texting nice after somebody brings something up to you. And think of when somebody texts you or send you memes or whatever. Hey, this is a moment of me thinking about you. Because again, it doesn't happen for everybody. You know, another thing I don't understand is the world's obsession with Taco Bell, right? Disclaimer. And if you want to say I don't know what I'm talking about, because I literally don't know what the taste of Taco Bell products are, because I personally haven't had Taco Bell. Well, actually listen to what I'm about to say. because I'm not particularly criticizing the food. I'm commenting on people's weird relationship with Taco Bell, where I hear people say, "Oh, I love Taco Bell," but it makes my stomach feel like, for lack of a better word, shit. Where Taco Bell is making me feel nauseous, where I feel like a hangover in the stomach area, where I'm on the toilet for a long period of time. I'm confused why you are obsessed with a place that makes you feel sick. Again, I know I haven't had Taco Bell. Perfect time to do MB reviews in the near future for it. But I'm confused on why it seems to be a staple for like going out. The place to go is to get Taco Bell. I don't go out as much as I used to. But I remember people are saying like, "Hey, I need to go have Taco Bell at 2 in the morning on a Saturday morning or a late Saturday morning, technically, or Sunday morning." I'm saying at 2 in the morning, or I should say Saturday night, 2 a.m. Sun Friday night, 2 a.m. and I'm going to get Taco Bell, and then I'm gonna go home and then myself. I'm just confused why you people seem to have this literal love-hate relationship with it. Like, what do you get, the Chua Galupa whatever, or the chicken quesadilla, or double stack or whatever, right? And some of the food does look aesthetically pleasing, but again, I can't tell if you people like the food or not, or you like it just because it's just there. I personally always felt the best place to you gotta go to a local place or a pizza joint if you're craving something fast. But again, I'm just very weirded out by how people love this place so much, but yet talk so much shit about it. Well, so much crap. You either like it or you don't. I don't understand giving money to a place that makes me feel sick, that I know will make me feel sick. Yeah, what in this world where we crave for better ingredients, where we crave for healthier food options that are also affordable, I don't get where this comes from, where we talk so much about Taco Bell and all the things and experiences it gives us as a society, yet it seems as at the same time make us second guess ourselves when we actually consume this product. So these products, I should say. So again, you tell me, you let me know what I have to do as a Taco Bell virgin, because again, I want to make it clear I don't want to actually feel sick from the food I'm having. I don't want to see the food again after I consume it on both sides, if you get what I'm saying. But again, Taco Bell, weird stereotype, but weird stereotypes it has, but I hope that I can understand America's obsession with it someday, very soon. But one thing I do think you should be obsessed with, and one thing I can rely on in terms of valuable food and wellness products, I should say, and this isn't food, but this is more of a wellness product, it's Magic Mind. Magic Mind, the world's first productivity shop. Magic Mind came into my life about a year and a half ago, and ever since then, it's given the glow that I need internally. So, through its signature nootropics, matcha, vitamins, and other signature ingredients, Magic Mind is the world's first productivity shot that gets you alert, makes you feel good, and clears up your mind and gets you ready for the day ahead. I take Magic Mind usually before the gym. I go in before I do my lift, before I stretch, before I run, before I get my body moving, and my workouts are a lot better. I feel better to add those extra 5 pounds to my lift, to stretch for 5 minutes longer, to run, a little bit more. And ever since then, I realized what great benefits this product has for me. And as the day goes on, I don't have a foggy brain. I don't feel jittery because I don't have to rely on caffeine or coffee. It's the Magic Mind shot itself that makes me put the smile on my face both on the outside and the inside. And I would also recommend the sleep aid shot. This beautiful purple shot that you take before bed makes you feel relaxed, feel rested, feel like you could escape the world for a little bit while you sleep and rest up for both your mind and your body. I really want to emphasize in all seriousness that Magic Mind really has enhanced my life for the better since I started taking it a year and a half ago. And it's been nothing but positive ever since. They're a stand-up company that creates strong messages and its products makes the world a better place for those who try it. So go to magicmind.com/PCJune for 48% of your first subscription or 20% of your first one-time purchase and check out the great benefits it has given me and the world around me. Again, that's magicmind.com/PCJune for 48% of your first subscription or 20% of your first one-time purchase. Magic Mind, reclaim your brain, and check out the episode description below to see the details. Okay, another thing I'm trying to understand. Listen, it's well documented that I am a fan of wrestling, and wrestling is in a very unique period. Within the fan base, they have their ups and downs right now, right? The TKO merger with the WWE, AEW doing its thing and whatever, right? But one weird thing to bring up in 2025, where seemingly all the wrestling promotions acknowledge, and even acknowledging this enhances more interest, is those who still say wrestling is fake. So you're telling me in a TV show where sometimes you have these weird cults kidnapping people, where you have these huge men and women throwing themselves in on purpose, probably going through tables, getting hit with chairs, getting hit with ladders, and all this other nonsense going on. And you're gonna tell me it's fake? Like, come on, dog. We get it. They acknowledge it themselves. Literally, there's a very successful Netflix show about how fake wrestling is and how it's more about the entertainment aspects and focusing on the writing itself, the writing of characters, the performance of characters, what is put on what is presented by the production staff. And of course it's fake. You literally can't have fights in a ring the way they are choreographed in professional wrestling. We cover UFC on this show, and you see how an actual fight is presented, where there's chaos, where there's people jump on each other, where people are trying to do moves, but it's you're in a fight, you're defending yourself. That's where these grapples are entertaining, that's where these stunts are fun to watch. And again, if you really still have that opinion that wrestling is fake and you're gonna bring us down for it, well, at least for the WWE's case, right? The biggest wrestling promotion, $1 billion deal on Netflix, ESPN, where the word entertainment and sports, the entertainment and sports, oh, ESPN, one more time. Like the ESPN, the Entertainment and Sports Network, also gave the WWE $1 billion, over $1 billion. ESPN gave the WWE over $1 billion, where the word sport is literally in the damn network. People care. People are interested. Those clips go viral for a reason. You know who John Cena is. You likely know who Roman Reigns is, and you likely know who Rhea Ripley is. And again, you're telling me that it's fake. You're trying to one up me and the wrestling fans in this world. And don't get me wrong, some wrestling fans are crazy, maybe straight up weird. But the weirdo opinion is hating on wrestling for being predetermined slash choreographed, aka fake. I think that's why I like wrestling so much. It's because it's fake. I like the storylines. I like the stunts. I like the character work. I like being told a story. And again, if you can't lose yourself and let yourself embrace the entertainment in this world. And especially if you're a hater, but you like reality television, you like these dating shows, you like, movies and TV, get a life, touch grass. Who cares? Let people like what they like. Yes, wrestling is fake, but that is exactly why it's so much fun to watch. And in the words of another content creator, wrestling isn't real. Star Wars isn't real. Love Island isn't real. Sex in the City isn't real. The NBA isn't. I'm kidding there, but listen, people, stop letting wrestling live rent free in your head. And one thing, the last thing I'll bring up, and something I don't understand. And again, I've seen these movies. Some I like, some I don't. I am fascinated by the franchise and some of another strong fandom. The new Harry Potter reboot series by HBO Max being released in 2027 and going to be lasting the next 10 years. You already told the story in a film franchise that is very successful, where all those films, with the 8 films, are genuinely fun to watch. And you want to do that again with a brand new cast where everybody looks the same. And again, I guess the books had material that wasn't really used. I guess they have material that wasn't really used in the books to add on to it. But doing these entire seasons of this stuff, I just don't get it. As we talked about a world where, as we've talked about on the podcast a lot, where signature IP fatigue is real, not getting a lot of original ideas, especially rebooting an iconic franchise like this. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. You should not be doing this series again. You should be using all this money and giving it to other filmmakers and to create other franchises. We're starting to slowly see now, especially in the theaters, these original movies that are very successful at making a lot of movie for the streamers, for the studios, and entertaining audiences. You got Sinners, Weapons, all of that, right? I just don't see the appeal. And what I'm getting at from other Harry Potter fans is they don't need this. They know what's going to happen. They know Harry's going to Hogwarts. They know he's going to battle Voldemort at the end. And again, why again? This is just too much. I'm intrigued and interested to see if they will actually, pull this off. I'm gonna guess they won't even make it to the 3rd book until they pull the plug, realizing how dumb of an idea is to retell this story that we've already told with an iconic cast and set pieces and all of that. Again, it's been a great year for movies, another great year for television. Let's focus on the original ideas. HBO, let's take the White Lotus as an original idea that people have run away with. Focus on making miniseries like that, or limited series, or television series like that, instead of doing Harry Potter again. Because nobody asked for it, nobody wants it, nobody cares. So that's what I have on the matter there. That's what I have for the rest of this podcast. Nuclear Opinions 2 in the books. I will see you on Friday with another tweet cap, the final tweet cap of the summer. Then we take the week off. We're back at it for one day next week, college football preview. And then we start our busy fall schedule with NFL and college football weekly recaps, with the return of sports tweet cap, 2 tweet caps a week, and other shows in between. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be an amazing fall. Let us first enjoy the rest of summer, though. Thank you all for tuning in. See you on Friday, and all the love. Have a great one.